Not yet.
Now, I know it seems like it's been a long time since you Live with Mike and Jim followers have seen a show. It seems like it's been a while, but remember, we did 2 last time. 2 weeks ago we had 2 shows because remember Jim was in Vegas doing his thing. He can tell you about that some other time. So it's been a little while, but we're back. Live with Mike and Jim is back, and we got a big one for you today. I actually came out to the Kankakee Area Career Center when I was in high school, and I took the construction class, and I just believe that if you know how to fix things yourself, it's going to save you money, and it's just better if you can do it all by yourself. So if for any reason you can come out for it's just going to be to learn something. But I think the Kankakee County, it's like the backbone of Kankakee County is small business, right? And a lot of those seeds for those small businesses are planted right here at the Kankakee County Area Career Center. And somebody might come out here for that. Tell them about it, Jim.
Yeah, so I actually have a personal story for you guys, and just for the ones that are just jumping on live, we're here at the Kankakee Area Career Center. So check it out. Share the stream. Take a moment to share the stream. If you have kids in school, if you know some teenagers looking for some, some direction, maybe some ideas to be able to get into some vocational skills, just trying to figure out what they're doing in school, this place, we're going to show off really awesome stuff. But my story is with the Kankakee Area Career Center, my brothers, which are also in business here in town, they own a business called Len Roberts Construction. They've been in business now over 7 years. They're subcontracted by Lowe's. I know their business does over $1 million a year, and it actually, a lot of it all stemmed from right here. So
the seed's planted right here.
Yep, so hopefully that's interesting enough to you to stay on this live stream just for a minute before we introduce our guest. And show you this awesome place. You're going to see in this video a 57 Chevy that's tore up in a couple different pieces. You're going to see a department of cosmetologists. You're going to see through the hallways of this awesome establishment. What we're going to show in these cases right here too kind of tells the story of what you're going to hear in this. And the last thing I say about my personal story is, my brother, he started here in this program with the construction. And that's where he got his legs for his being like a journeyman carpenter. So they were out building a house with his bare hands, and now that's turned into 7-figure business, all because the program's offered at this location.
Yeah, and a lot of the small businesses out there, the seed was planted right here. A lot of you with your own auto body shop or construction, or if you're into doing hair, a lot of you found out you were interested in becoming a hairstylist right here at the Kankakee County Area Career Center. Some of you might have found out that you didn't like doing it too, but either way, you got to give yourself some guidance. You got to give yourself a chance to be exposed to something. You might not know quite what direction you want to go in just yet, but you at least want to go in a direction and keep going in a direction. You can always change the course, but you at least got to get on the direction and go in that direction, and you can get started right here at the Kankakee County Area Career Center. So we're going to bring to you, live for the first time on Live with Mike and Jim, ladies and gentlemen, the director of the whole show here he is, Matt Kelley.
Woo! Hey man, welcome to the show, man. Appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate
the center here.
All right.
Well, if you don't know Matt Kelley yet, he's been in the area for 18 years. We're going to talk about Matt's story as to how he ended up here in the Kankakee County area. Talk about it, Matt.
I was in the United States Navy. I was a hospital corpsman. I was a medic. And I did that, and I was going to school while I was in, and ended up getting out, and ended up going and teaching at Kankakee Junior High School. I did that for 10 years. Before that, I was an apprentice machinist in Akron, Ohio. I worked at a place called Acromold. So I did that for 2 years, went to be a medic, so I had a little bit of the machining, the manufacturing background. Also got some of the healthcare background from being a medic, and then went into education. And I taught at Kankakee, and then I ended up becoming the assistant principal here. And then after a course of 9 years, I became the director. So I had some background with healthcare, with machining, manufacturing, and all of that skill set helped me to get where I'm at today.
Wow, and I keep telling you guys, no matter what, even if you don't like your current job, the skills you can pick up at your job, whether it's a bartender or a waitress or whatever it is you do, it's going to carry on with you throughout the years, so that way you'll be the best you can possibly be when your career finally hits you. Take it away, Jim.
And all those things are kind of speckled in here is what you guys are going to see. And for you guys that are viewing, you just jumped on the live stream. I know you missed the beginning intro. No big deal. Watch the replay. Here's the ask. Here's what we're doing.
Not my greatest intro.
We're with Matt Kelley, the director here at the Kankakee Area Career Center. And if you want to know how you can help him out, you can help me out, you can help Mike out.
You can spread the word.
Share the stream. And if you like the content, throw up some little thumbs. And here's what we're going to ask is if you're watching this, you're going to see this tour, throw up the hearts for the specific things that you like when we go through here. So Matt, What's the day-to-day in a director? You know, one thing we always like to ask when we're talking to small business owners, you know, what time are you waking up? What are you putting in your cereal bowl? What's the day-to-day look for a small business owner? I think our audience is going to be really excited to hear, what does the director of the Kankakee Area Career Center do when he wakes up, and how's the day roll?
Usually I'm up around 5:15. I have a nice little gym in my basement, so I hit the gym for about 45 minutes.
He's self-motivated.
Self-motivated. Learned that from the military. Next thing you know, I'm usually here between 7:15, 7:30, and then we start off. We start with students right around 8:05, and we have about 799 students here that come through these doors in the course of the day. So yeah, we've got a nice size high school here. We have 16 high schools, and then it starts off greeting the kids, getting them motivated, and getting them into class.
Okay, yeah. Now, kids have the option to come out here. They don't have to come out here. They have the option to. I remember back when I was in high school, we had the option, and I was kind of going back and forth with it. The deciding factor was, if you go to the Career Center, you get out of school a half an hour early. And that was my main reason for coming here. But I ended up learning a lot. I learned the value of hard work. When I was in construction, Humphrey taught me the value of hard work. He would work no matter what the weather was. It was snowing bad one day, and all the kids stayed in the house, and I kind of felt bad that Humphrey was on the roof by himself. So I'm like, you know what, I got to go see if Humphrey needs any help up there. And I went up there and asked him if he needed anything, so he had me grab him a tool, and he said, go back in the house, Mike, I got this. But he worked hard no matter how bad the weather was. That right there taught me the value of hard work. And then things you learn along the way. You learn how to fix things yourself. So there's a lot of good reasons to come out here. So I'm glad I did. I got out of school half an hour earlier, but it was an experience I'll never forget. So let's talk about the options that kids have. Let's talk about all the curriculums they have.
We have 12 programs here. We have cosmetology, nursing, automotive, welding, construction, computers, drafting. Yeah, we've got we have child development, we have a preschool lab.
Why would
here.
you not come out here?
There's a lot of options, and the main thing is it's just opportunities. It's giving kids to come out here to test drive a career and understand working outside in the cold and the snow, and seeing really motivated instructors to help these students figure out if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, and that's what I think is most important. You got to at least give yourself the opportunity. You might not know exactly what you're getting yourself into, but you got to expose yourself to different things so you can find out what it is you're interested in here. And there's so many options here, you're going to find something. So take it away, Jim. You can go next.
Yeah, and we talked off camera a little bit about the educational system and really kind of the stereotype of going to a four-year college. And we're not saying that that's not a good thing at all, but you know, we can go for hours about that subject. But, you know, to be able to come in and test a career out before going in and making the commitment for, you know, a really expensive school, traveling, you know, uprooting your entire life to find out just in the end you don't like it.
All to waste your parents' money.
So how have you seen, you know, taking that action in itself, how have you seen that help people progress into the right fields? You know, you're dealing with a lot of students here, you know, what does that look like, you know, when they get into a program here and they don't like it?
Well, what happens is they kind of figure it out before they get here. They meet with their counselors. Yeah, they meet with their counselors, and they have really a good idea of what they want to get into and how they want to progress with that. So kind of what happens is doing that, career exploration type things, activities that they do in, you know, freshman, sophomore years, that really solidifies what they want to do. And then here, what we do is we provide the education where they can get college credit. So every program here has dual credit with either Kankakee Community College, Prairie State Community College, or Parkland Community College.
Okay.
On top of that, every program we're looking at trying to get some sort of stackable certification that they can build upon.
Okay.
Now at that point, they can continue on, whether that's at the community college or at a four-year institution or going into the world of work and the employer saying, hey, you need to get this, and giving them that opportunity as well. So it's just giving them options and opportunities to figure out whether they like it or not before they pay $28,000 a year to go to a four-year school.
Yeah, right. And hey, for you guys that are jumping on right now, thanks for joining. We're about to take the tour. You're missing the beginning part of this with talking with Matt Kelley on what the Kankakee Area Career Center offers as value in this awesome community. Before we get into the tour, you're going to see some really great things. We want to make a couple call-outs. One, if you know Jeff Humphrey, tag him on this video. We want him to be tagged on this because we're actually going to visit a project a few weeks from now that finishes up from the Kankakee Area Career Center. Mike will get into some more of those details. And then before we get, what do we call it? Words of wisdom, typically. Do we want to get that before we do it? What do we call that now?
We're going to call it something different today. We'll figure it out. It's y'all Facebook Live. You don't know what it's going to be called, but if you have teenage kids, have them watch this video. If you have teenage kids and they're in this area, take advantage of what this area has to offer by having them come out here to the Career Center. You're going to get a tour here in a second. Let's just call it, what words of action would you give to kids that are thinking about coming out here that might not want to come out? They're kind of seesaw back and forth. They've heard about it, but they haven't seen it yet. What words do you have for them?
You know, you just need to figure out what goal, what direction do you want? What's the end result? Do you want to buy a home? Do you want to buy a car? And how do you get there? And you got to work yourself back from there.
Oh, that's good.
So setting up, motivating yourself that, hey, this is the end result. Now you have to work backwards. And this is a great place to start that. And then giving the options of trying it out, getting a certification, get out to the world of work. You know, I mean, kids walking out of these doors, they walk out with a resume, a professional portfolio, certifications, full credit.
It's insane.
They're getting all of these things, and it's really a very minimal investment.
Yeah,
I mean,
very minimal.
you know, our home schools, they pay for that. So they get to test drive these occupations, see if they like it, see where they want to go with it, and we provide that for them.
Oh, wow. So it's awesome words. I'll call words of wisdom. Basically, the
Yeah.
audience to the wisdom is teenagers looking to get into a career path.
Yeah.
Or figuring it out. So the words of wisdom are really great.
And you can't just think about it. You got to take some action too. But you at least got to expose yourself to it.
And a lot of people don't realize what a gem for our community that this really is. There's 24 career centers across the state.
Yeah.
And we have one of them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
So, I mean.
Only 24 in the state of Illinois. You have one right here in your hometown.
Very valuable resource for anybody that wants to take advantage
Come on,
Heck
man.
Well,
All right,
let's
let's
see
take
some
this
of these
tour.
resources.
Let's
Yeah,
take
let's
this
check
tour.
a quick at these cases right
So,
here.
Matt,
if you want to give a little commentary.
You can
too.
do all the commentary. We'll just
All right.
follow you.
This year is SkillsUSA trophies. SkillsUSA is an international organization that we have our students compete. So it's kind of like, I don't know what you want to say, it's like the state playoffs for career and technical education. And these are just some of the trophies and the highlights that we have for that. And, you know, then if our students, if they do well enough at state, which is coming up April 20th, if they do well enough at state, they have an opportunity to go on to nationals, which is in Louisville, Kentucky, and they compete against students all around the whole nation.
Sweet.
So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really a great opportunity for kids, and we help provide that for them.
All right, let's go see
Awesome.
what we got going on over here.
So here is part of our automotive technology display. You have a manifold, and you have a fuel injection system there. Just showing some of the tools of the trade that the students have an opportunity to work on when they get into the program. I mean, automotive technology is one of these classes. You can, if you do 2 years there, you're going to get 7 credit hours. You're going to get ASE student certification, and you're going to have an opportunity to work with your hands and really try to start off and build some really nice projects.
Heck yeah. And we're about to see something real exciting from this automotive part too after we visit. What's the first department we're about to go
We're
see
gonna
down
ahead
here?
and check out Cosmetology, and that's in one of our downstairs locations. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. Hopefully that works for you guys. So.
Heck yeah. And if you guys walking through the halls with us here, it's the Kankakee Area Career Center. And if you didn't watch the beginning of this, you're going to want to see it. Share this video. It's your duty as a great standing citizen of the community of Kankakee to share this video. And pardon all the shakiness, but
I know.
what you're about to see
Some
is
of the magic happens.
some of the magic in
Don't worry, I got
cosmetology.
you guys covered. I know. I'm sorry. I got cut off there for a second.
It smells wonderful in here. So these are some of our students here. Yeah, it smells great. So these are some of our students here that actually get to work with their hands. They're doing some of the hands-on things as part of their training with, you know, the basic fundamentals of what cosmetologists do. They do hair color, they do nails, they do cutting. This is a full-service salon that they have an opportunity, people from the community have an opportunity to come in here and get some services done at a discounted rate.
Sweet.
It's awesome. This is one of the favorite things that I used to love when I had hair was the massage of the head shampoo.
Wow, look how big this is. This is
Yeah,
like
this
a
is
real
really
deal.
big.
Look at this place. So you can take on a lot of students at one time. You got everything you need.
Absolutely.
Wow, so if you've
And
got
this is,
a hobby of doing hair for your friends, you can start here and see if it can turn into a career.
Sure, and it's a state-ran program, a state-ran curriculum that they're getting the same quality of education that students get when they attend a national chain.
Yeah,
So
of course.
yeah, they walk out here with the same certification that that any cosmetologist will get licensed in the state of Illinois.
Very cool. Okay. What do we got next?
Absolutely. Come on, guys. We're gonna
Have
go
fun,
ahead
be
and
great.
check out collision repair. This is where we have one of our projects. That's a 1957 Chevy that was donated by Troy Tapania out of Mantino
Okay.
from Rad Rides by Troy.
Nice.
Yeah, we truly
We all know
appreciate
Troy
that.
Trepanier.
And so they got to see what they got going on in here today. All right.
Nice.
Hey, fellas.
Yeah.
We're here to check it out. We got you on video, man. So
Or Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Here's one of our panels here for the car. This is Mr. Chris Morris. This is the
Hey, Chris.
instructor.
Hey, Mr. Chris Morris.
Yeah, Mr. Chris Morris from Grant Park. And these are some of our students here that have an opportunity to work on one of these great projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just have a project with real problems to fix here. And you just,
Woo, look at that bad boy. We able to get a good
Yeah, go ahead and check it out, man.
the smell of a paint booth. I love it.
Side's finished here.
This is awesome.
Yeah, they had an opportunity to go through and they had to put a whole new floor in from the firewall to the trunk. They had to put in some bracing in there because you're going to see the chassis over next door.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
It's got some really wide Pro Street tires on the back there. And
Man, look at these body lines here. People underestimate the work that has to go in to make something so smooth.
absolutely.
Oh man, awesome. That's awesome. You guys are in a good place, man. This is awesome.
And here's some of the other body panels.
cars for all your life.
Doors, trunk.
Okay. That's why you're here. All right, good stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if you got a chance to check out the
Wow.
car.
That's awesome. Keep up the good work, guys. What are you guys doing right here? Sanding down some imperfections?
We're just stripping all the paint off basically so we can put new paint on. Right.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And is this one of the fenders from this 57 Chevy that's in there?
Yep.
Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome.
You should let us know when it's finished and come up and take
There's Mike. Yeah, let's get
this.
let's get an after of this one when it's out. We'd love to do it.
Friday, right? We're gonna have it done Friday.
Chris, you want to say anything for any of the viewers out there, teenagers looking for a career path? Any words of wisdom?
There's lots of careers in the collision. You can go to with estimating.
Oh, we got a girl out here.
You got to get into interior, bodywork, painting, frame machines. There's all kinds of careers that you can do with the collision
Yeah,
repair.
definitely.
It's not a factory job. It's something different every day.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
How'd you develop the interest in this? Sweet. Yeah, good stuff.
Heck yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing your guys' time and words with us.
Yeah, what do we got?
Keep up the good work. Can't wait to see the finished product.
We're gonna go ahead and hit
Thanks,
off.
Chris.
Hit off automotive. In our automotive class, you're gonna see the other part of that car. You'll see the chassis, the frame, the tires, the rims, all that stuff, and it's gonna be a great project when it's finished. We're really excited about it.
While we're walking, a couple quick comments. Thanks for you guys joining. Share this stream. Take a minute, hit the share button. Randy
Sorry,
Acone
we got cut
says,
off there a little bit, I know.
took 2 years of construction tech there, was awarded a scholarship for tools in school, got the job out of high school with a small company. It's rare that anyone but myself works on my house now, which saves a ton of money. So that's awesome.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Dustin Spalding says this place is great. Went there in 2002 to 2003 for computer networking, and now 15 years later, still doing IT.
All right.
Good success stories.
Oh.
Share your success stories, guys. Check this place out.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
What's up, guys?
The real deal. This is the Kankakee Area Career Center. This is like what it looks like anywhere.
Here's the chassis. Here's the chassis of what we just seen in the body shop.
Yeah. Dang.
All the project.
Wow.
The pieces of the project here.
How can you not set the car up yet? I mean, if you're into cars at all and have no idea what you want to do with yourself, please come occupy your time by doing this while you can. Do it now while you're still in high school.
So we're hoping here within the next year we're going to get that body mount it on this frame. We can get the interior together. We have all the parts for it, and we should be ready to rock and roll.
What is this, the old Tim Taylor story pretty much right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And there you go. So and it's a full service shop.
I'm telling you.
They have an opportunity to do whatever they can.
So that was auto body. We just got out of this is auto shop. So a lot more kids like auto shop than they do auto body.
A
But
little
auto
bit.
body, yeah. Okay, because that kid back there was saying all his friends come in here, so that's why he chose to go.
Well, it's also, I mean, that's an art form.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing a lot of painting. You're doing a lot of the, you know, the meat of being an artist with that. And then here you actually get crazy and get a little dirty here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
I never made it back here when I was coming back here.
Yeah, instead of scraping paint off your fingernails, you're scraping oil and grease and good. But this is really awesome to see all these students just highly engaged into what they're doing too. That's one thing I want to point out to you guys. If you have kids, this is by far, honestly, the best opportunity for them to really get their hands dirty and work with some like-minded people around what they're wanting to do. Check this out.
Is there anything else you want to show us?
Man, that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
That's why I have your attention. I guess I can utilize it, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you're the leader.
There you go. So we can check how well in here.
Oh, this was cool too, dude.
I welded.
My brother used to pipe fit and do welding, and
Yeah, we'll stay back here.
it's an art.
This is Mr. Mike Spangler.
Hey, Mike.
Mr. Mike Spangler, what's happening, my friend?
Mike and Jim. Am I in trouble? No, sir.
Not at all, man. We just want to say, hey, thanks for all the hard work you guys are doing here. Any words of wisdom for anybody looking to get into the welding profession?
How's the welding industry these days?
Well, it's kind of sad. Most welders look like this. It's not a pretty picture. We need replacing, and there's a big demand. I just got a phone call from a student, well, a text this morning. He's working out in northwest Dakota, and he wanted to remind me, and I got this on my phone. I mean, it's a real deal. And he was, again, thankful for the education that he got, not only here, but also at KCC.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Making great money, great career, and the most important thing is he absolutely loves it. So
Nick
you
Kravitz says hello.
Who?
Nick Kravitz.
Nick Kravitz.
He got you on the spot.
Hey, no big deal. He's watching with us, so not to interrupt, but he says hi, man.
Wave at him. Hey, you remember him, right?
I hope so. I got so many names floating around in my head. It rings a bell.
Yeah.
It rings a bell.
But one of the things that we try to do here is this is a stepping stone.
Yeah.
And then this will take you to the next level wherever you want to go, whether that's the community college or your degree to the unions, to the trades, whatever you want to do, we want to be the vehicle to get you there.
Wow, we can certainly very good stuff.
Says Scott Kravitz's son.
I knew the name, but I wasn't sure the first one.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Got
heck
anything else for us?
yeah. Well, hey, it was a pleasure to meet you, my friend.
For now, so we
Thanks.
gotta,
Yeah, he's watching right now.
All right.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Back
cut
this
off
way?
in there, but in a few weeks we're gonna update you guys with the house. So you gotta check it out.
What an awesome episode. If you just joined at the end of it, share the stream for us, watch the replay, and yeah, do your duty. Share this with some teenagers looking for some direction.
Share with some teenagers.
It's an awesome place. We're going to do a follow-up episode in a few weeks to where you guys get to see a completed, full constructed house from the students here. And then we'll piggyback when that Chevy's put together. And maybe Matt will let us take that bad boy out for a test drive. Be great.